All right, it's Sunday, another quick day for really fast, really quick installation of a project. The shifter on these Toyotas are really good, but it's been 25 years and the shifter has gone bad. I'm gonna fix it with the help of these guys. YodaOnePerformance.com. All right, let's get into the video. The sun is out. Time for another project. If you're like me and you own a manual transmission, I am willing to bet or say that 99.9% of you have a sloppy transmission. I mean, sloppy shifter. And that's where this comes in. Yoda One Performance. This is going to solve all my problems. Every single manual transmission I've seen, it's now well over 20-25 years. And they make this product for all the older transmissions from the 70s up until I think about the 2004, 2005-ish or something like that. I'll show you what I mean. So for our manual transmissions, kind of sloppy, blah, 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 blah. Really sloppy. So we're gonna take care of that today, and I'll show you guys exactly how. First thing I'm gonna do, take off the shift knob, and this shift knob is from a 2016. I just drilled out and tapped the screw races and made my own. For the 3rd gen 4runners, super easy. Grab hold, pop this off. Well, before I forget, the first thing we need to do is unscrew the 2 Phillips screwdrivers that are here. One on this side, one on the other side. And one on the passenger side. Alright, now the center console should pop off. Oh, first gotta pull this guy off a little. Loosen that, center pops off. You don't need to remove it, just move it out of the way. And there we go. So the next thing, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm nuts. 10mm bolts. So let me unscrew those guys. It's either 10mm or you can use a Phillips screwdriver. And now the shifter boot should come up. Alright, so this comes off. Now it exposes the 6 12mm bolts that are under there. Let me pull off those 12mm bolts and I'll be right back. But first, I'm going to open this box from Yoda One Performance. Now the company Yoda One, they make a ton of aftermarket and reproduction, and they do stock, I believe, OEM factory parts for every little trinket, and I think I even ordered little parts for the grill. Yeah, I believe I did order the little clips for the grill, so hopefully that came in that box. All right, here's what I have. This is gonna correct all the problems with the shifter. New bushing, the 2 bushings. I guarantee that your boot is gonna be ripped and torn up, and we'll see if mine is. Oh, here it is. These are the little clips for the grill. I think they're about $1.50 each. Let's see, what do we have? Sticker, and an invoice. So I got the shifter bushing kit, factory Toyota transmission for the W5, W56, B, A, 59, R150F, R150. Oh my god. Grill clips, genuine Toyota lever boot. Alright, so that's all of this. Now let me pull out the transmission shifter and I'll be right back. So all the bolts are off. Let me show you what to do next. Now for me, it's way easier and smarter to take the bolts off from underneath the car, leave the bolts on the ground. That way you don't risk dropping the bolts into the transmission or anything else that'll drop in the transmission. Make sure everything's clear, of course, common sense. If you drop something in the transmission, you will have a very bad day. The 6 bolts are off and it should just pull straight out. like that. All right. Okay. Here we go. Transmission shifter. Did I say transmission shifter? I don't know, but you guys know what I meant. The shifter's out. Let me show you what I'm going to be looking at. But first, I forgot to show you guys one other thing. There is a gasket or something. Be very, very, very careful. Super careful. There's little O-rings around that gasket. They fall off really easily. One of those O-rings fall off and goes into the trans. Like I said, you're gonna have a bad day. I shouldn't really touch this, but what the heck, I'm gonna just pull it out anyway just to clean it up. Oh man. All right, as you can see, oh man, this is how dangerous this is. One of those little rings already came off. If I'm not careful, that will go into the trans, and for lack of a better word, I'll be screwed. So you know what, I need a magnet thing, a telescopic magnet to pull that out. Great, I already lost 3 of them. Damn. So stupid me, I already dropped one of those little rings into the transmission, and the only other way to get it out is to either fish it out, or somehow you're gonna have to pull apart the transmission and take it apart. Luckily it fell in the area that I can use my telescopic magnet to get it out. So time to go fishing. I can't believe how stupid I was. Luckily it's way in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's way in there. And ta-da! Saved my life. Holy cows. All right, talk about saving your life, or saving my life. All right, so as you can see, I lost 2 of them, but I was able to find them, luckily, with this magnet. So let me clean off all the oil. I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, be very, very, very careful. These things pop out so easily. I already lost one many years ago. Luckily, it did not go into the transmission, so I was saved on that. But these things just kind of sit in here just like that. Oh God, see how it just falls right out. So I could have bought a new one, but a new one is about $100, and I wasn't about to do that. So I have to make do with what I have. The next is to change the shifter bushing and this thing that's all ripped up, this little boot. Luckily, I do have the shift plate, whatever this is called, with this little K. That little K indicates that there's an oiling system. So the ones without the K do not have this little oiling galley. This little oiling hole goes up and oils the actual ball of the transmission shifter in here. So make sure you stick something in there just to clean it out. Let me show you how to pull off or disassemble this whole linkage. It's super easy. I'm going to put it in the vise just to make things a little easier for myself. So let me do that and I'll be right back. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to let these guys sit in the sun, because I have no idea how to get the shifter boot off. But I'll show you guys how to take off one part of the shifter boot. I'm just going to put this in a vise just to make things easier. I do not recommend putting it into any vise because you will crack the holes on this thing, and I'll show you what I mean. Now, putting it into a vise like this is a very, very bad idea. There's a highly, highly likely chance that you will crack those holes, but that's the chance I'm willing to take. I just barely snugged it in. You can also do this off of the bench, just on the regular floor, I guess, or just on the regular hard surface. Of course, my boot is cracked. So much for that. This is super easy. All you do push down with your 2 fingers, turn it to the left, and it'll just pop right out. I'll show you guys what that looks like right now. There you go, that easy. All you gotta do is pull off this little ball, pop the new one in. There's also a bushing in the bottom which I need to change out. I'll show you what that looks like. So the little bushing is right in here. Holy cows, this bushing is flattened out. I think I do have the wrong one also. Shucks. All right, let me make a comparison of the bushings. I think I do have the wrong one. I actually do remember seeing this piece of the bushing in the transmission, but it was gone. It's actually a 2-piece system. Wow. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but it's actually a 2-piece system. This will replace the old one. Let me drop it in and see what it looks like. Before I put this in, I will grease it up a little. And that's just for the fun of it. And I don't know if you can see, but that small little hole right in there, that little hole way down in there is part of the oil galley that the K series shifter plate has. All right, just pop it in. But like I said, I will grease this guy up just because I want to grease it up. The oil from the transmission will splash through that little galley hole and lubricate this, which is a better design in my opinion. Let me just get this thing greased up real quick and put it back together. And it's just the opposite. These little locking lugs are the ones that go here. All right, so let me get this cleaned up, greased up. I'll be right back again. Now I also forgot to mention how I got the shifter boot off. All I did was spray some soapy water on it and it will stretch off. It will stretch enough to pull it through here. It's too much of a hassle to go through here, through the ball. It's easier just to pull everything off through the shifter side. I don't want to take the shifter apart because it is epoxied in. So I'm not going to do that. Pull off all this old nasty cruddy stuff. Holy wow. Okay. Now I'm gonna let this sit in the sun with the other one. That way it'll be easier to just slide back on the shifter that way. All right, let me grab the other parts. Well, you know what? I'm gonna grease up the ball, put this in first, and then I think it may be easier to put everything together that way. So let me figure out which way is the best and I'll be back. So the boot has been sitting on this hot hood for a while now. Should be nice and soft or loose. I don't know. It feels like silicone. I think I opted for their aftermarket one, so we'll see. I'm just gonna put some grease on the shifter itself and see if this will slide on. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Well, that was a lot easier than I expected. Wow. The next thing to do, carefully put this guy back in. The only thing left to do is screw everything back together, and that should be easy. Then put all your trims on and that should be it. All right, everything is done. Now let me see if I can feel a difference. That is it. A million times better. Damn. If you guys own a manual transmission, I suggest you do this. It's no trouble. It's really not that much of a hassle. Really fast, really easy. Do it once and you will never have to do it for another 20 to 25 years. This is where I got it from. I got it from Yoda One Performance. Check out the website. They have a ton of OEM things, a lot of parts, things you'd never think of. Anyway, I need to change out the clips for the grill and that should be it. I'll never have to worry about that ever again. It's a sunny day. I'm gonna take the 34 out, have some fun. I haven't driven that car in 4 months. Thanks again for sticking around. I hope this does help someone out there. And as usual, see you guys again on my next project.